gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, buongiorno, ahoy, akosamash, annyeonghaseyo, assalamu alaikum, shalom, mukarimaka, ki orda, jin dobra, what am I forgetting? Annyeonghaseyo? Annyeonghaseyo. Good morning. Hi. How are you today? It's early morning streaming. It's early. It's morning. It's streaming. It is fucking. At least for me, it's early. The brain is rattling around the skull today. There's a minimum amount of consciousness to be delivered, and you're getting all of it. It's here. It's for you to see and witness firsthand what it's like for human beings to re-enter reality. Hi, how are you? Did you have a good day yesterday? I had a good day yesterday. Yesterday was a pre-recorded video. That kind of went off without a hitch. I knew I wasn't going to have much time in the morning. And I had planned on, I had sort of, I keistered like, hey, I'll play this game, I'll record this, and then I'll just save it for the future where rather than me just going like, oh shit, I can't stream, I'll just kind of fire that off. And it worked. And like, I know I did something like that similar before, but this worked a little bit better with StreamerBot. It stayed a little bit more aligned. I don't think I had the animations quite set up right, because I did notice that TowelTube. Shout out to TowelTube. If you're not watching TowelTube, watch TowelTube for the world's finest Minecraft. Rated yesterday, like at like the last second before the video was up playing, which was very nice and sweet. At the same time, I wouldn't have been able to acknowledge it because, as discussed, it was a recording. Hopefully, I don't know if TowelTube noticed that or not. So I might have to make that a little bit more clear. Or I can even, like, we're on a common Discord that maybe I should go ahead and, like, hey guys, by the way, just as an FYI, Zabby. And I'm going to get into probably a little bit more a habit of having a couple of those. Is it great? No. Is it better than having nothing? It might not be. For me, for my taste and what I'm looking for, I do okay on like replays. Like people watching the VOD, more people watch the VOD than watch the stream. It's early, right? Like and there's a couple people who drop by the stream who say like, yeah, they watch it, they just can't watch it live. So let's say you're someone 6469 who I know right now it's like 2 a.m. their time, and I'll probably be done at 3 a.m. their time. They might not wind up watching until like I don't know what their viewers are. Maybe they watch after breakfast their time. So whether I recorded it live at butthole o'clock, right, or 2 days before, it's still a replay to them. So at least that way, there's some consistency. Look at this goddamn CPAP mask. So yeah, I wear a CPAP like many men of my consistency. And I switched to a different mask that was not going to be up my ears. This thing is like fucking. I got like some World War I German commandant vibes going on here right now. This is some fucking. What is this? What are we going on here? Like von Clausewitz here. What is this shit? So interesting. Well, whatever. It'll go away eventually. But that just shows you, like, when I'm saying I just got up. Yo, I just got the fuck up. But TowelTube, thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry that virtual me would not have been able to acknowledge it. If I was smart, I would probably assemble like, I don't know, like a Dan Toasty Ford and pop up and like just like, thank you, I'm not here, like, or what? I don't fucking know. That sounds like a lot of energy. I don't mind putting in a lot of energy. It's just a lot of time. Let me rephrase that. I don't mind the energy. The energy's fun. It's the time. It's finding the time to carve it up to do that sort of stuff. But yeah, that was my day yesterday at work. The next day, there's a word for that in English. That's today. And there's a word for next day, relative to today. That's tomorrow. And these all can be sort of strung together to build a picture of linear time that we occupy together. Today and tomorrow kind of be busy as well. So I don't want to get into anything too. I'm not gonna have a ton of time, right? I don't want to get anything too time consuming. And I had one bullet saved there, like one recorded bullet that could go like fire that shit off. So the clip is empty. I'm here, giving you what I can for as long as I can, and for what it's worth, I like doing it. But today we're getting back to Q Remastered. Q Remastered is it's a video game. It's this new thing that all the kids are starting. They're into it, right? They're popping their quarters into their Space Invader and their Pac-Man machines, right? They can't get enough of Rock and Rope. They're all playing it. But it's like a drawing physics-based game, and it seems pretty neat. I played it once before. I enjoyed it. And there's a whole other section to it called the IQ test that I was kind of waiting on doing. And I don't even know what it looks like, but I figured I'd jump into that. Let's try to do the IQ test. I'm assuming it's just going to be like, I hope, so some of these are like, these puzzles are like, you really got to sit there and think, how do I got to draw to solve this? And then you'll see it. But then like sometimes like, all right, I know how to draw to solve this, now it's executing the draw. Hopefully it's more thinky and less executing, but we'll find out together. But I figured I get into that, I do this. I don't know how long the IQ test is. My plan is to stream for about an hour. An hour or so, something like that, and then go from there. And yeah, we'll wrap up our 10 minutes of bullshit. I have 2 more minutes of bullshit. Date night last night with my wife, my lovely wife, my long-suffering wife. I always like referring to her as my long-suffering wife because I don't know. I feel like it's fun to acknowledge driving your partner insane because everyone does it. It's unavoidable. You can't help but do it, right? But we went to a more fancier restaurant, reservation in a month in advance type restaurant, that type of restaurant. We did that. It was pretty good. It was Japanese food. It was, walking out, she's like, what'd you think? And then you have to hit the whole thing of like, okay, what do you mean, what do I think? Is it better than the food in Japan? No. Is it as good as the food in Japan? Maybe. Right? Have I had food in Japan that wasn't as good as this food? Yes. But then you also look at, but I have never had a meal in Japan that cost half as much as this did. And then so you get, our local little sort of, I don't know what to call it, like bistro. It's just, there's a local restaurant, relatively local. It's like kind of up the way. It's a smaller restaurant. They make all their food from scratch. They have just fresh stuff from the menu. It's just like, they're like, hey, we do like fresh ingredients. It's just kind of like a sort of that modern ethos of like, oh, we're just going to put seasonal ingredients. We're going to cook it fresh, and that's sort of it. It is half the price of everything else. It's delicious. So it's like, is it better than them? And it's like, no. So yeah, it was a good restaurant. I'm glad we went. We might go again, but we kind of view it as like, hey, we go again if we're in the neighborhood. But you also need like it occurred to me, you also need like reserve it in a month. So it was okay. It was an okay experience. There you go, 10 minutes and 6 seconds. So let's hop on in. Let's look at this Q Remastered today again. I feel terrible, TalTube. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for rating TalTube. Actually, here, let me do this. TalTube, this is for you. When you get a chance, if you watch the replay, there you go. This is. There you go, TalTube. That one's for you. Sorry you didn't get your video drop. But let's jump into the queue and let's see what we can do. Huh? Rhymes. IQ test. Alright, IQ test and IQ test hero. Let's just do regular ass IQ test. And okay, use the mouse to draw shapes on the screen to complete the task. There's no limit to the number of times the figure can be drawn. However, fewer drawings you make, the higher your rating. Click on the IQ above for a comprehensive diagnosis. A comprehensive diagnosis can be carried out at any time, but is recommended as many of the 20 tasks are completed before you. Okay, this is only different for fun and different from an actual IQ test. Yeah. All right, put your drawing into the beaker. You cannot draw in the blue area. All right, so like I'm thinking like old-fashioned. Let's get back to the basics of everything we know. What would Wile E. Coyote do, right? Wile E. Coyote, would do something like this, right? Stop me when you know what I'm getting into here. All right. And then we want this to be. Is that gonna? That's gonna do that. That's gonna be precarious, but we want to get a little seesaw action, right? All right, that might be too hard. Is that gonna be possible? The music in this game is fucking dope. Hopefully this is all royalty free. Or at least I could stream it without getting copyright striked. Alright. I know what I want to try to do, but I don't know that I could draw a balanced season. Well, it doesn't have to be balanced to start, does it? It can be off balance. Wait, hold on. All right. Idea number 2. Let's start with idea number 2 first. All right. Let's approach this the way Tony Hawk would. That's going to be my mental engine here. Step 1, Wile E. Coyote. Step 2, Tony Hawk. And the Boom Boom Hawk Jam. How would we do it? That just sort of... I'm trying to get a little bit of a... Hoi! Like, you know, like a... Hey! Like one of them ones, right? Am I not going to be able to do the first thing in the IQ test? Alright. Alright. We will lose a little bit of momentum. Alright. We'll toggle back to Wile E. Coyote. If it's not a triangle, I don't think you're going to have as much... The fulcrum, right? The fulcrum's not going to... It's going to be not going to be quite where I want it to be, but it'll stay balanced. If we have it as a flat top. Good morning, Romani Python! Thank you for stopping by. Can't have too sharp of a drop. Yes. The Romani Python is correct. We will, if we get back to Tony Hawk style, we'll try this. So what I'm going to do is, I hope if I put the ball here in the middle, it's going to kind of slowly drift over here and stop without throwing this all out of whack. Right? Like that. Like that. Like that. Yes. And now if we get a big heavyweight over here, catapult. Now, we have built the catapult. I'm going to spend the rest of the time trying to dial in the aim on this. So, there's nothing we can do but to do it. I don't think I can make a counterweight too big. Because it's going to be experiment time. Here we go. Hey! Alright. We need to have that kind of close to the edge, so it's there to kind of catch the ball, right? To keep it from rolling off. Now this one's significantly closer. Fuck it. Again, just put a weight on here and drop that shit. Oh! Oh! All right. The bad part about this is it's always restarting from scratch. So it's a different drawing each time. But we're getting there. We're getting a little better at balancing it. Hi. Oh, you fucker. Ooh, okay. So we could also just like fucking slam dunk it in, right? We could just like Sean Kemp the motherfucker in. Just like up and over, right? Like, we don't have to overthink this. Well, no, we have to overthink it a little. Alright. Will this even stay up there? No. Alright. We can't get too aggressive with it. Alright. Try that. Step 1. That's fine. Step 2. Alright. And now, a random Charles Barkley. Yes. We're going to Barkley shut up and jam the draw style. Here we go. What? Fuck. Alright. So if we want to try to actually get it to slam in there, we want the length here. Right? Oh, it's just not balanced. Alright. We've temporarily abandoned Wile E. Coyote. That's not to say Wile E. Coyote isn't a solution, the solution. But if you look at this, right, this might that? That might. But, can I get the ball to stay over here? Ooh. Alright, this might. It just becomes, this is the small question. Is the ball just going to stay where it is and just go straight up? We'll find out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hi! Ball goes straight up. Alright. Alright, so there's some element of... We want to kind of... How do I want to mentally think about this? We want this to kind of be... Kind of like that, right? And then kind of hook on that a little bit. So it's not a perfectly straight line. We want it to... That! Right? So the ball's going to hang here. Right? Because it's got nowhere else it can go. It's not going to go against the wall. So it's not going to, like... The lever, it's not just going to pass it. The lever, we don't want to just go, like, graze it. We want it to go with... Right? And then even a little bit of a hitch in the middle there will help keep... Alright, let's try this. Now, it's just, this is the guess part. Is that big enough? Get in there, you puke! Let's go! Simple. Easy. Easy. IQ of 80? That wasn't big brained? $80 though. At 80? Heartbroken. Alright. So obviously what we want to do is get this to not go in there, so get it off the edge and have it slide over. See? I don't know if that's going to have enough momentum or not. Thank you, the real Monty Python. You're the real MVP here. Let's go. Alright. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, what's my IQ now? What's it now? What's my IQ now? 100. If we weren't calling this IQ mode, maybe I'd feel differently about it. Draw something and touch the red area. Alright, Wile E. Coyote being an obvious option. Right, we can just Wile E. Coyote something over there. That's just... I don't want to say it's inevitable. But maybe I do mean inevitable. Like, we'll eventually get it. It's just a question of, like, drawing it over and over again. So, yeet something over the wall. Right? Option 1. Option number 2 feels like it's something like this. Right? 130. Now we're talking. Make the red square touch the left wall. That's the left wall over there. I knew that. I know that much. Make the red square touch the left wall. Well, How responsive is the red square to getting thwatted by stuff? Or can we just, like... Side note, these will stack on each other if you do it just like that. That is interesting. Okay, now I know that. Alright, if we just flood. Well, we know this isn't going to work because there's two little balls to the left. Right, but this will work. What will that get us as far as an IQ, though, that goes? So, let's find this out. Alright, we get all these little balls here. And then we fucking mash it down, right? Flatten the balls out, push the thing to the left. Like that, right? Like that. Ah! Really? Alright. If we mash it again, it's not going to get any further over. Alright. This is still the idea. We're going to try this. Utilize the spheres. So if we have about 3 layers, I feel like that's enough. Okay. Alright, 3 layers. Because this is about half the distance, so this is twice as far. So that should be good. I'm mentally processing, like, right, like, what distance do we have to cover? The distance we have to cover to the left is about the same as the distance to the right. So each one of those little circles, you know, should cover. So that's 3 times, we have the potential to cover 3 times the distance as we actually have to cover. We're going to lose some to getting squished out the back. If we tighten this up to the back there, we'll lose fewer. And then some squeezing between this weight and the actual square. We don't want this to stop on the square, because we want it to go flatten it down to 1 row of circles. So that I don't want this to get too far to the left either. I want you to push these down. So let's make another big weight. Until he bottoms out on that bottom row, we have a little bit more flexibility here. Like that. Just... yeah. I can't wait to see this. Alright, let me take a 0! 0! I recognize that was not like Galaxy Brain shit, but that was not 0? Surely not 0. Alright. What else could they want me to do? We could try to golf it out from underneath of itself. You put like a little bit of a lever here and thwack it one. Right? I mean... This is fine because we don't need this to get balanced. So we can do this little pointy bit. And then, right? And then have this off balance. All of the weight is over here. So this should whip about and hit itself, right? Like that. Can't be too long, otherwise it won't hit itself. Alright. Kind of like a self-flagellation type thing here. Here we go. Hey. And what? You can do that. We'll try that once or twice more, and then we'll move on to the next puzzle. I'm not going to take that. I don't like getting that 0. I won't lie to you. I can't do that to you, chat. Let's make it narrow like this. I think that's something we uncovered at one point in time. But that's a easier way to make a little fulcrum. The higher this is, the more momentum that could have. So let's do... That's my one knock against this game is sometimes where it gets that little red circle and won't draw anymore. Is I don't know why it's like going, no, you can't draw here. Like, what is different about what it was 2 pixels to the left? Alright. So, the steeper the angle, right? We don't want to get too far up so it won't fall, but we want it to get like, boom, to really get like a good whack on it here. So let's artificially create a little bit of a hinky there. I also need like a protractor. Like, what's this, when this comes swooping around? Wait, see if I can measure out my finger here. Right? That should hit. If I make this little mallet part too big, it's going to smack into the ground rather than the block, right? Like that. One more. One more and that's it. We'll move to the next puzzle. Like this. Like, why? Why no? Why no? Why red? Why no? Why can't I? See, that's why. But why? But why though? But why though? That's annoying. Like, see this happen? This is a good illustration of that being, and you can't let go because then it's going to be two different pieces. Like, all right. I said I'd move on to the next one, and I mean it. I will. I'm moving. I'm just trying to think. Can we hook onto it and kind of yeet it? No, we'll just... Next puzzle. I said next puzzle, I mean next puzzle. Next puzzle. Make the ball touch the red area. Well, again, there's a super obvious thing of just flood this with little spheres, but that's where we're going to get, like, a low IQ score. So, if possible, a gentle tap... .130. Make the ball touch the red area. There is the obvious. Let's see how bad the score of the obvious is. We'll just Army Corps of Engineer this motherfucker, right? We'll try to build a bridge. Right. And there's a little bit of a... We'll get caught on there. We'll get caught in here. Yes, it will. All right. I would, as much as I like this track, I would love it if they would put something else on. See, why can't I get up on that? All right, then we'll try to do. All right. In theory, on paper, that could work. We need to put like a bigger, something to really drop down and whack it one, right? Like a Kazbow! Don't let it run out of momentum. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. 80. Is there actually an audio change? Is there a change track? Not for the whole test. Make the ears bleed. Yeah. Yoon Design Group. I don't need the same song for the entire test. We can rotate it here. We can do something else. All right, 7. Draw something and touch the red area. I mean, and you can't draw in the red area, right? So I can't just drop balls to get it. But like, Wile E. Coyote again, but I think it has to stay in there for a second or two, right? It's just I can't. I don't know if that's going to count. I think it has to stay in there for a second or two, right? But there you go. Oh, no, it just has to be in there. We did it. New questions appeared. All right. I am going to have to. I can't keep with that same. It's been 25 minutes of the same minute or two worth of. I literally can't. It's not bad. I just wish they. Boy, though, I wish there was another trick. Okay. Have only one snowflake in the container. So there's two ways we can go about that. Clear it out now, or stop it from happening in advance. So let's try the most aggressive. Hiya! Get in there! Nope, not. Okay. Hi. No, it's okay. Like that. What's my score? 130. That is correct. Lower the coat hanger. All right, heavier than that. Just like real life. Hey! Oh. Is it gonna take more than one hit? Like we gotta get it kind of moving, get a little bit of momentum going. We just gotta pack in the additional kinetic energy, right? Is that what we're saying here? Let's find out. Try to time it while it's on the backswing. Nope. Nope. Gotta wait for it to. Yep, like that. I don't fucking. Oh shit! Do I not know? All right. It's like trying to swing over the top of the swing, right? Be like Inside Out Boy. Like this is gonna be a. Okay, so both sides. Do it from both sides. Do it from both sides, Blaine. Okay, so yep. yeah. 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 I mean, if we do clear this, our IQ is going to be basically 0 from filling the... I mean, it's... I could put a baby to sleep in this, but I don't necessarily know that it'll come off the edge here. All right. Is there a more literal... If I go like this... All right. Let's take mechanical advantage. How would a can opener work? And then put a big counterweight down here. Will that just rip the fucker off? Ah! No. Okay. Get this tight to it. So we're not going to lose it. And then, again, just a big fuck off weight. Akiba! Nope. All right. So this being eccentric, right? So we got to think about this. This is the part where it's going to point straight down. So for this to point straight down, we want this to actually go kind of like out here. This is the part we want straight down here. So that's all the way straight down. Hopefully that... So this is the angle we got to take, is like this. It's like that. Wait, what? You're not gonna... It's too tight? I made it watertight? Oh, okay. Don't grab it by that. Grab it by this. And again, tight, like that. And then up here, and just that's the angle. That's the... We don't want this to let go of here, though. So we're just going to kind of really fill the space in here. There and up there. Okay, and then this should be as far over and up here as humanly possible. Will that work? Yes, 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 yes! There you go. What's my IQ? Yes, 130. Put the yellow balls will start moving when something touches it. Put the balls into the cup. Tony Hawk, right? Option number 1 is Tony Hawk. Right? They're not saying we can't put stuff in the cup, so like we can just like, right? Is that got to get caught on that side there? I don't know. All right, so that's we. All right, we maybe need to go all the way. I was trying to avoid going down here to save paint, right? So that's probably not in the cards. But now we just want kind of like a somewhat gentle, don't get caught on nothing, but don't run out of momentum, Wile E. Coyote. No, Tony Hawk. We're Tony Hawking, not Wile E. Coyote. Here we go. Here we go. Bump. So you're going to make me do it every time? Bump. Bump. What's my score? What's my score? 100. That 0 really hurts now. That 0 that really affects me, the 0. Okay, we've thrown Alex before. The trick to throwing Alex is you gotta, much the same with like the coat hanger, you really gotta kind of draw around the motherfucker. Right? You gotta get up in there and like, this shit gotta be hugging him. And then counterbalance. We've yeeted this motherfucker significantly on a previous stream. How did I do it? Was it Fulcrum? Is it Wile E. Coyote, or was it more like the coat hanger? I can tell you grabbing his hands here helps. I remember that helping. But then what do I do with it? So we're going to try this. This is our opening salvo, right? We're going to do Wile E. Coyote, establish some Wile E. Coyote physics, right? Nope, that's not going to work. I need you to be one consistent. Yeah, there it goes. One consistent item. We're going to establish some Wile E. Coyote physics. We're going to get into here, right? And just sort of really nuggle in that little crevasse. Just paint all up in his shit. As much as it'll let me. Are you drawing peni? Taltube, good morning! Why did you do? Not do. Am I drawing you penis? Yes. I mean, in theory, the penis is nature's strongest structure, right? We all know that. But when you want to draw a little bit of a fulcrum, the penis is in fact the easiest way to get it. Yeah, you're stealthy. I'm going to address that. Thank you for the raid yesterday. I'm sorry that I wasn't physically present to thank you. That was very sweet of you. Okay. Well, that's zero distance. That got thrown no distance. Let's see here. There you go. That's for Taltube. Good morning. We're just being a couple lurks. So it was actually a video. So it wasn't even me stopping. I pre-recorded that. I made that like last week because I knew I might have to like have like a work thing that I had to get in early for. So I mean, when I say I wasn't here, I wasn't here. I was literally not present. It was you were invading a DVR. Like, oh my god. That's why I had it as like the chat was like pre-recorded and like I made sure like to make a huge deal about it. That's fine. It's actually kind of funny. Yeah, basically you did. I mean, my bot gets rated more often than I do. All right. What did they say? How far do we throw Alex? They're giving us credit for no distance. Okay. But that was the idea. That's at least. All right. Enjoy your food. I'll be here. Get this close to him, right? And then fulcrum a little farther off, because it's the distance, right? The distance move is the amount of energy, right? So short distance over here, long distance over here, right? Mechanical advantage. The lever, it's going to impart more energy to the shorter distance. I don't have that backwards, right? The fat kid goes on the short end. Well, if the fat kid goes on the short end, if you want to send the little kid flying, the fat kid needs to go on the long end. Right? Yeah, no, I'm right. Yes. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. I know how seesaw physics work. I was a child for 6-7 months at one point in time. Okay. So let's draw a penis. Wile E. Coyote penis. All right, great. And then really, again, get in here and really fucking hug onto his hands. Because that's going to be the key. So it doesn't really let go until, until it gotta. And then, okay. And I guess we could try and not smash it with the weight. We could just do that. What's that worth for us? What's the distance, folks? That's not 0. That had to be like 5 meters, right? You're going to say that's a 0 meter? I know I'm American, but I know a meter when I see it. That's 0 meters. If it's above 0 meters, it's above... Okay. All right. So let's try the smash technique then. The all-in-one doesn't work. Or the all-in-one didn't. I should say the all-in-one didn't work. I shouldn't say it doesn't work, but it didn't work. So we'll try to do it as the component. Right? Individualized. I don't want to throw him yet. That's the thing. I want it to be kind of out of balance. I want some sort of Koyaanisqatsis here, right? I want Alex out of balance. But not Not with him getting like enough momentum, not enough impulse to get fucking moving. I just want it to be like kind of like waiting precariously. So if we do, is that going to be, just keep your ass. Oh, did that count? Did they count this? Physics, yeah, but I know it says throw him up, and I realize up is the thing, but we've gotten him slightly up here. All right, I've thrown this dude before. We have done a similar test to this in the past. We have, and I should. We did clear it. Like, it's not like I didn't and couldn't figure it the fuck out last time. No, we did it. And we did it. We did it, chat. You and I, it's the team effort. Oh, will you get the fuck through that? Really? Really, video game? Really? That's too tight? All right. Nope. Reset. Taltube, how go the mines? Are they crafting well? If anyone is not watching you, what exciting things are you getting into at the moment so that they know that they should be? I was doing some enchanting setup yesterday morning. Enchantment! Get a little sandal action from Drake. Enchantment? Enchantment! I love a good enchantment. All right. I want this just to stay here. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Okay. This could be it. We are fully medieval. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yankee ingenuity once again for America. Come on. Come on. Yeah. We can make missiles. We can make missiles. I didn't even see what my IQ was. What number did they give me? I was excited to clear it. I don't know what number I got. I don't know what number we got. All right. Take the ball out. What are our options? We can try and wrench. There's the wrenching like a wrenching movement. So we can start by wrenching. We can't Wile E. Coyote. We can't Tony Hawk. So the wrenching movement, we're gonna have to call that, like, I don't know. I want to call it Karl Gotch or George Hackenschmidt. I want to go like to a 1920s wrestler, but no one knows who the fuck those people are. So we'll call, I don't know. We'll call this Ken Shamrock. You know. There's not. I'm trying to think like who's a professional wrestler who had like a good leverage maneuver, and most of them did not. It's a fun little fact if you ever want to like look into that shit. At its most fundamental basic, and there are exceptions. I'm just saying this is the most fundamental basic. At the most fundamental basic, bad guy wrestlers would have like submission moves, like a sleeper hold or a leg lock, right? Something like that, because it's designed to build tension of no, don't give up, no, don't give up, no, don't give up. And the good guy wrestlers, their move would be like an impact move. It would be like a very sudden, so it could kind of come out of nowhere. So it's designed for excitement. So in the most abstract possible, right? You could kind of determine a bad guy from a good guy by how they were going to win, because those are designed. But there's intent to that. But no, you could name a million good guy wrestlers who had submission moves, and you can name a million bad guy wrestlers. But that's so we need. Can you add to the square? You cannot. Once something has stopped, you can't. You can't build onto. You can only make another thing. So I need a wrestler, Ric Flair, a figure 4 leg lock, right? So that's kind of a leverage move. So we could try and Ric Flair the motherfucker. Woo! We could try nature ball. Woo! We could. Ric Flair goes woo. We could woo. All right, I started woo in my head. Okay, add a wrench around the square. Yeah, exactly. And then you want it to be there. You go. And you want it to be like an off-centric. Yes, exactly. And then you can make it real. Yep. Taltube and I are on the same page. So this should kind of. This should kind of wrench it open. Yeah. There you go. Not so close it gets hit on the wall. Nope. Tighter. Needs to be tighter than that. You got to get it like up in its business. See, like it just sometimes doesn't let you. I don't know why that's longer. Like maybe like this. Yeah, you're probably right. There is an element of fighting with the painting. Like, see how it goes red? It won't let me paint, but I don't know why I can get like 1 pixel away there. But then when I get up towards here, this like inconsistent gap, that's not me. The game's just not letting me draw any closer than that. It's just sometimes says no. Like, no, you can't draw like that. No. Like, I don't know why I can't have it as tight here. Like this little right here. Why can't I get that little? I don't know why I can't get that little thing. And then you can't let go of the mouse because that creates the object. So you have to hold it the whole time. And then we'll get and we'll All right. And what we want to have happen is this will go straight down. So we want it like that. Not so long that it'll bottom out. No, this isn't. It's on Steam. It wasn't expensive. I can't remember. This was like $5. It was not an expensive game. We've made a horse. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. We've created a horse. It's very fun. Yes, it's a nice giraffe. This is one particular mode. This is the IQ mode, but there's like 100,000 little puzzles in them, and some of them are just like are not to be believed. Can I here? I'll do this. I had to mute the music. The music is actually very good, but one just gets sick of hearing it. One does, right? But it's a very good little game. We have to get to at least. I think I said you have to get to 20 to evaluate your IQ. I've gotten 0, so I think my number is going to be fucked, no matter what I do. See if this will be enough. Big-headed draft. Big-headed draft. All right. Okay, and then... So make this heavier, but not as long. Oh, it counts! This counts! This counts! We'll take it! We'll take it! 130! Genius! Taltuba's a genius. Don't let the cup touch the ground. Fuck. Alright. Alright, so of our approaches, Wile E. Coyote, Tony Hawk, Ric Flair, do we have the unnamed approach, which I don't think I have a good name for. Basically, what was that dude's name? It's where you just spawn 1,000,000 balls, right? So, like, we just cover the earth in our seed. So, I don't know, like, the cup, yes, the cup is, yes. So, we have to lift it up. We can't draw on the cup. It's pink, so that means you can't touch it with a drawing. That's not unusual. You can do this. This is something that you can do. Right, you can just sort of, but we're guaranteed to get a low score. If we put enough of these balls on both sides, in theory, eventually, it'll lift it up, right? Like, we can't help but have that happen. But that's going to be like a shitty score. You could draw as much as you want. But if you let go of the drawing, it commits to the physics. Yeah. It'll commit to the physics engine if you... So then you're dealing with... I'll tell you this much, dealing with multiple objects is way harder. If you can get it done with one single piece that you're controlling, it's way easier. If you're relying on, like, the physics engine, nothing behaves the way you want it to. Alright. I mean, it should, but for this... So here's the thing. This mode, it's not just about doing it, but doing it with as few drawings as possible. So that's why this is like a harder version of it. So, like, watch, check this out. So if we do this, right? Nope. I was thinking we could squash these and then lift the fucker up. Alright, hold on. Let's do this. Can I exit and come back to this? Can I exit and come back? Hold on. What's my results? $55? My IQ is 55. It's in the middle of the belt. Oh, I'm down here. Oh, draw a line to the right and draw a wedge to the left. Yeah, you can probably do that. What? Why are they? I had a couple of these were 100. Yeah, this one of them was 0. Like, I think this one was... Which one was 0? One of them was 0. A couple of them were 80, but a couple were 130. I only got a 55? I only have... Done. I have a lot of wisdom, but I'm not efficient. All right, let's see. We'll wait on the edge so it tips over, falls over the line. Yeah, you can, let's try this. Now I'm angry about my IQ score, so no, I'm not just gonna go hop out of here. I'm gonna watch the replay of this and do the fucking math. There's no way 55 is the average. Zeros hurt academics too. The real Monty Python is 100% correct. Alright. So let's get that. It doesn't have to be very long. Alright, so you get this. You always got that. And then we'll, we don't want it to be too long. Because it won't be, it'll fucking hit the wall. Alright. This doesn't have to be very long. But this does. Okay, we'll do this here. So, like this. And then just make this a big weight. Yeah. So this is getting in the way. We need to be like... We don't want too much on that side. So actually, I want the weight drawn to the right of the neck, right? So if we do like that, right? Like that. And if I go up here, I want this to lay as flat as possible. So the weight actually went over here. And hopefully the angle of it is such that it's still going to direct it towards the left. Right? We're still going to get a counterclockwise movement. But we don't want this to not do that. We want it to hook on. Well, if we make this 2 layers. Alright, so make this 2 layers. Alright? Maybe that'll help. Have that be 2 layers. To account for this. And then up here. Not too long. So we don't want to hit the wall. But we want the weight off-centered in such a way. I think this is just going to let go. I don't think that's going to grip it. That's not going to grip it. We need like... But see how it's like red here and it won't let me draw... That's the idea, but make the neck more horizontal and very short. Or the triangle to the right wedging between the wall. Triangle to the right wedging between the wall and the glass rim after. Okay. I hear what you're saying. Okay, let me try this, because there's nothing you can do once you start drawing. You gotta kind of commit to it! Get up, you puke! Ah! It's not touching, it counts! 130! 100. Which one did I get a 0 on? Because this was like, I got like a couple 130s. How does that affect that 100? How does that move us? 60. 60. We're not done. All right. 14. Make the beaker touch the red area. All right. Wile E. Coyote. Right. We Wile E. Coyote. It says touch. It doesn't have to land. It doesn't have to stay. We just got to eat it. This is Alex again. This is me being an American and throwing shit recklessly at distance. I can do this. So penis. Step 1. Penis. I want someone to fill their physics exam. Like with this thing. All right, so what you want to do is you want to Wile E. Coyote this. First you get a penis. Right? Then you get the Ric Flair on it. And then you yeet the motherfucker. Okay. So, same thing. Like, we want it to exit kind of in the top. So we want this to really snug up on it. And then, yeah, for science. That should stay, right? And now we just want to fucking whack it with a weight. And that should lift it up. Now, is this going to be a low score? I don't know. Ah! There you go. 100. We'll take it. I'll take 100 at this point in time. Make the ball touch the left wall. I don't know this kanji. But make it touch the left wall means one thing. As far as I can tell. Right? Right? It needs to be something like that. Right? And then you can just do this. Boom. We might be here a while. But an object in motion tends to stay in motion unless impacted upon by an external force. And there ain't no friction in this motherfucker. It's just gonna keep rolling. But what should be like 0? What's my IQ? 100. See, like, do that better. Do it faster, do it better. I don't know. 16! Make the red ball touch the left wall. Ric Flair. Right? This is just a Ric Flair puzzle. And then hopefully it'll just sort of hit it. Right? Hey! 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 It's just a question of how many points we get for this. Probably not very many because we did draw a couple objects there. But one lever that's going to be enough to kind of pick it up and then just drop a ball in there. IQ 100. We'll take it. Place the ball on the other side. So these yellow ones will only start moving when you touch it. So when you like that's when it starts moving, right? So you can draw around it, you just can't touch it. So Tony Hawk would make sense if we could make a little ramp and have him go whoop. But I haven't been successful at Tony Hawking things yet. But like just like a little. That's harder than it seems. That has to be so smooth. It has to be so positioned. That's really difficult. You get it a little bit off. It kind of kisses on it, and you lose all your momentum. Like that's a hard. Just making a little bit of like a little whoop-de-doo is harder than perhaps it ought to be. We could just try and hit it and hope it goes in the right direction. Or you just like penis, right? We start with the penis. Toriaizu penis des. And then we'll just sort of fucking whack it, right? We'll do like this. This seems to be a good way of doing a little fulcrum. TileTube, if you want to learn a little pro tip, this is a good way of making a little kind of balanced. That didn't work, but having it be completely flat is way harder than you need it to be. You can have it kind of curved. I'm sure we lose all kind of momentum, but there's no friction, so you're, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. All right. All right, that then. Let it fall. Make a. Yes, that's the Tony Hawk method. I'll try it for you, but you'll see it's kind of hard to do. It really is. Yeah. I mean, like, here, I'll show you the curve. The curve is actually kind of hard. So you need it to be tethered to the ground. So you got to start up here. Because I like the idea of doing shit like this. Right? And then make a parabola. Have it come out the other side. But, like, watch. It's real hard to get it to do it. I suggest this game. Try it. Like, getting a little... That's the Tony Hawk approach. I haven't been able to do it once. It's been a lot more brute force of me just kind of thwatting it, and hopefully it goes in the right direction. Like, yeah, like, so what's wrong with that? Let's see here. And by the way, some of these puzzles get a lot more complicated. This stuff is actually relatively tame. Alright, so I need it to be... Alright, I need it to be over here. I need it to be off-centered. But I don't want it to hit... I don't want it to hit this wall. So this is going to be... Do up and then here. See, this is too close. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is too close because it's gonna be too off-centered here. It's gonna go to the left. So we want to have it kind of balanced, but also big enough that I can fucking whack it. Right? I want to drop a big weight on it. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go here. That goes there. Alright. This is too close. It's too close. It's too close, Blaine. It's too close. We'll make it thicker, Blaine. Well, that's just making the puzzle harder for you. There. Now it's thicker, but it's not going to be balanced. We'll make it thicker over here. Well, what do you... Alright. That's too far to the left. So put a little bit of weight on the right. All right. Is there something I'm not thinking of? I'm listening. If you know, that makes one of us. Use the gap, make a weight on the right. Oh, cow tube. Yep. That's that Dutch physics for you. We're like Niels Bohr up in this motherfucker. I think he was Dutch. If he isn't, you can have him. Alright, let's try this. Yeah, hi Kiba! Ah! Okay. Hopefully, I mean, we gotta like, it's some tight tolerances though. Like you see, it won't let me draw as close as I want to. it's just, is that going to be good enough? Tile tube! 130 IQ, tile tube! Make the ball touch the left wall. If we touch the triangle is going to move. That's what this indicates. Right? Can we squirt this dude out when he gets to the bottom? Like, can we do this? And when he gets all the way to the bottom, just kind of fucking, like, drop the triangle on it? Nope. Is that a timing thing? Like, if I... But I'm kind of hoping it would just, like, squirt it out the side. Alright, let's think about this. If I touch this, then this obviously is in the way of that, so then now it's not going to touch the wall. Right? How about... Alright, this is... I'm not saying this is a good idea. Because if I do, like... Right? And like that. And then... And then hopefully this will, like, support it. Right? I think I need to go touch the other wall. So again, same sort of thing, like... Alright. Can we just, like, push it out with this? We cannot. Alright. Put a ball down here to start. So it doesn't get caught in this little nuggle box. Draw a little bit of some support here. Kind of hook it onto there. And then hook it onto here. And then up. It has to go up. It can't go down. So we need to, like... And hopefully... Okay. Now, will a ball fit in there, though? Or is that too narrow? What, fit through there, or is that too narrow? Trying to get, like, all squeaky game up in here of, like... That's not going to do anything. Alright. Alright. Going under is precarious. Right? If you can't go under, let's try to go over. Can we use the falling of this to our advantage? I don't think we can. But let's... Just curious. Ah! No, it doesn't. That's stupid. What does this mean? Can we get on the other side with it like this? Or is that going to touch the point of the yellow triangle? All right. Out of curiosity, there's no way to get that up on top of there, obviously. I might be too stupid for this one. We might have to take our IQ test. $82. Can you try it? Try what? Can I try what? Use the gap to make the weight. Hold on. The one just now? Try this again? Make the ball fall to the right side of the triangle. Why could... Like right on the edge of its point. Make the ball fall on the right side of the triangle. Like right on the edge of its point. How to? I don't know if I'm following. Here, let's do this. Give me a second. Give me 12 seconds here. 12 seconds. Patience. I'm the hottest girl around. I'm gonna show you round the same song over and over again. And it's the song that we're singing, and again, it's a song. All right. All right, Taltube, if you hop onto Discord, hop into the stream Discord, and that way, like, you could just talk to me. So otherwise, I think I don't know that I can split my attention. The ADHD, you get it. I also have like it live there. So Taltubes, if you can, hop on into the Discord, into the stream, and that way you can talk to me, and then I'll be able to hear you. Taltube.
Hello, mate.
How you doing? All right, get everything balanced.
Let me see.
All right, what's your thought process here?
Have you reset it?
Yeah, oh, sorry. There it is.
What happens if you toss the ball right on the point of the triangle, on the right side of the yellow triangle? If you go above that, you put the one little ball, you draw one little ball above that, so that it falls right on the point.
Yep.
And it may jump to the right over the other one, even more on the point.
Even more on the point. All right, we could try that. I hear what you're saying. Let me mute this
If it
song.
falls right on the point, it may push the ball in a
Got
hop
it.
to the right side. You know.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. I hear what you're saying. If we do like.
And then over the pink ball, and if it touches the pink ball,
right. Well,
higher,
in that case,
higher up, a lot higher up. Yeah, exactly, like that, but a lot higher up.
Just kind of kiss it off the edge. Nope. A little bit. The nice thing about this approach is I don't have to move the mouse. We could just kind of.
Almost.
Dang it! Wait, that one might have
almost a little bit more, I think.
2 more pixels.
Yeah, a little bit more. It needs to hop right over and then push it.
1 more pixel. There it is.
Oh, I think that's the point.
Yep, but Taltube, that's the solution.
Yep.
Good job,
like
man.
And then there
I'll just let it roll. We'll get a high score.
Dance again.
Yeah. But I don't have the music anymore. But yeah, Taltube, if you're into this game, I do recommend it. It's I don't know how much content is in this. It seems like it's something that ran for a while, and there's like a whole community behind it. Like it's like endless. You're in the like Epic Game Store. That's how you get down. You don't usually use Steam.
No, I use Steam for a lot, but I just get some. I have like 2 purchases or 3 purchases on the Epic Game Store or something like that.
And one of
That's
them's Isaac.
Isaac. One of them was Remnant, I think. One of a shooter. Oh, it stopped
Okay.
rolling.
It stopped rolling. I looked away for a second. All right, we'll just.
I thought
There
if
you go.
as soon as it got momentum, it would be fine. But maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's.
okay. You can do it again like that, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, oh,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah, yeah. But I wanted to maybe do it with like one single sphere, and
Yeah,
then maybe I'll
yeah,
get
I
a
agree. Yeah, that would
higher
have been.
score.
I think it's possible, but you have to you have to point the trajectory precise for that.
There we
Very
go, Tattoo.
precise on the point. But this should be fine.
We did it. 120. I've had a couple 130s, but it seems like it's really. I don't know if you're better. I don't know what controls it. Like I won't lie to you. I have no idea. Make the ball touch the left wall. So if we do the little ball trick on top of this, this is going to start to fall, right? And that would be bad because this is going to hit the ground before this little ball will.
So you want it to be stationary at the edge where it's lying, the yellow thing,
If possible,
and then swivel around over a point, so it swivels around. I think if you let me think.
Let's try this. If we do this, if we like really wrap around it like this,
You have to make like a fulcrum,
Yeah,
if that's a correct word. So
it is it's the correct word.
and like that, yeah, something
and
like
then-
that.
And then if I bring it, because we can touch the right wall all day long. This is fine. We just don't want to touch the left wall. So we go down here like this, give it some stability. You know what I mean? And even help guide it in the right direction, because it can kind of, you know, put some weight here.
Oh yeah, that's an idea there. You got a nice idea, I think.
Let's see if it actually works out.
But it needs to
Oh.
it needs to gain
Oh.
momentum first.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you can do it like that. Yeah. Okay, but you have to
This will
support
keep
on the
it-
left side as well.
Yeah. Well, let's if
I
we.
think there is an easier way though.
I'm listening.
If you reset it.
Yep.
And you make a fulcrum about 1/3, so a point about 1/3 underneath it.
Yep. From the left side or right side?
Left side.
Left side, 1/3. All right, I'm with you.
Yeah, 1/3. So about there, a little bit back, maybe even.
Okay.
Now make the supporting structure you did before, like around it to the left wall and the right wall, and then up to over top of it.
Okay. Left wall.
I have to
kind of get it to dump out, and then all the way over here.
Yeah, as long as it's not able to fall there,
just enough. And then
you don't even have to hold. The point is not holding it there, though. I think because it needs the yellow structure needs to fall. It needs to be able to tip.
I hear what you're saying. You want it to tip. I just don't want it to actually fall all the way down. But yeah, you might be right. I might want to.
It needs to tip a little bit, so it
dump it out.
So if you skip the part where you, on the right side where you wedge it in,
yep,
like the little line there, yeah, exactly. I think that's fine. Then it'll tip over its own weight, and then it'll shoot out over your course.
Yep. All right, so let's try this. Step 1 here. Step 2 down.
And I would make that point a little bit shorter even, so that so it's not that supported there maybe.
Well, that makes sense to me.
So maybe 25% is better.
Okay.
25% of the total length.
Up and around. I keep telling my wife that 25% of the total length is actually better. She's not buying it, Taltube. She's not having it. It's a penis joke. That's the second gamers. That's the second penis joke of the day.
I got the point.
Yeah, there we go. Right, and it goes down here, and then.
A little curve. That was a good idea.
Yeah. All right, and then if we can actually just touch it from the outside. We don't have to touch it on the inside. We can just do.
That should be fine, and then it should weigh down and let the other thing fall.
Can I actually?
Wait, if you just draw one ball on the right edge and drop it on the right yellow edge, or that.
Yeah. Well, I think my fear is that it's going to get in front of this ball and the ball's not going to touch it.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Here
And
we
there's one more
go.
question of the 20. We did it. 100. The 20th. Oh, nope. The 20th and final question is: take the ball out. We just wrench it, right? Like that's. I feel like we've done this already.
Take the ball out.
Yeah, we've done this before. You just wrench it.
Yes. Yeah, basically the same thing as the other cup.
Yep. And just a question of executing it. But yeah, this is a good game. It's like $8. I just checked the Steam page. There's 1,200 puzzles, right? Like.
Now it's gonna probably. Yep.
We've done this one.
I think you want to do the weight on the other side, so it tips over there and just
like
has a
over
little
here?
bit of room.
All right.
To the right side.
Yeah,
then
that makes sense.
Opt over in a U-turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Really?
Oh.
We'll try it again. A little bit more weight.
Yeah, or a little bit more of a U-turn over the side of the cup. As long as it.
Yeah, really.
That'll hit the wall, I think.
It does hit the wall. And we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. You watch. There is like there's different. I don't know how I want to phrase it. There's like different elements of the game. There's ones that actually have like elastic. Like there's like items that are like elastic that like will stretch and there's ones where like you can't draw in certain areas. They get actually pretty.
Oh wait, I got an idea. Blaine.
Yeah.
If you don't do the bottle opener technique like you're doing now.
Yep.
But like I said, draw a triangle, a weighted triangle over on the left or the right side, which falls down. So from the ceiling.
Yep.
Make a triangle that bashes into one of the sides of the glass.
Okay.
Like, but it should tip the side over or tip the glass over when it falls into the glass. You know? Something like that.
Yep.
Something like that. For example, or a triangle with double edges. I don't know if this works.
All right. So you went more like that.
More like a spear point that falls in between. Yep.
Upside down pyramid.
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, let's get that.
Yeah, that should. Oh.
It's like watching the monkeys in the zoo try to get the banana hanging from the ceiling. How many monkeys?
I think this should be possible though, unless it just shimmies the glass over to the side. I don't know how the physics there work.
It's possible.
Maybe a little bit bigger of a triangle so that it has to try and wedge itself in between.
Got it. All right,
exactly. A little bit over the rim of the glass.
Okay, let's get it hang, and we'll fill the center in.
And as close to the left wall as possible, I'd say.
It has has to go towards the right. I think it's just going to slide the whole glass, but let's try this. You were right on the one that I couldn't figure out. I was trying to bat over, so I'm gonna defer judgment on this one.
I had to look at that for a while as well. I'm like, what do they want here? But usually, with these things, they want it to be as easy as possible. With these kinds of games, but it slides over the glass.
Let's. I swear to. Was it not? Which one was it? It was even like this run. I mean, I got this out of here with the wrench technique. Like, I don't see how this is any different. Like, this is the same thing, just reversed, right? Like, so it should just be. Let's do the exact same thing. I did it like that.
Yeah.
And it's there's some of this just gonna be luck of the physics engine, like where it's just like, okay, yeah, you had enough momentum, so it worked, and like, oh, you weren't close enough, so it didn't work. Like, like I said, my only frustration with this game is if you look, I'm trying to get like up as close as I can, and it's inconsistent. Like sometimes there's these weird little.
Somehow you just want to tip. I think you'd want to tip this over somehow.
Sure.
But if it slides over, then you have to take that into account as well. Mm-hmm. That it at some point. It needs to flatten out, otherwise that ball is never going to leave with tipping it over, you know?
True. That's also a good point.
If it stays up like at a certain angle and not completely horizontal,
Okay.
then you're probably gonna have a bad tan.
Well, that was so we did one that was like this, right? Where we hold on, where we actually kind of pulled the cup down over onto
Yeah.
this little.
Yeah, I think that's the same
Okay.
idea here, but it needs to touch. Take the ball out. Okay, so yeah, I think it could be the similar technique.
All right, we'll just do it like this. Otherwise, it's gonna hit the wall if we get too big. No, we. I think it was.
But now it will be stopped by the
wall.
wedge.
Yeah.
I think.
So we want to just be like a little bit. Because it has to lay.
Oh, wait a second.
I'm waiting. Well, I'm drawing, but I'm waiting.
If you start the wedge on the opposite side of the rim, so the other glass rim.
Yep.
So the right side of the glass.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now on the left side of the glass, you make that U bottle opener shape.
Sure.
But then you have it weighted over onto the right side.
Ah, and dump it out the other way.
And then it may tip the glass enough. Yeah, as long as it doesn't hit the wall there. That's the entire point. So maybe that neck is a little bit too long, but that's what I was thinking of. And I don't think it will grip the glass now. It's getting pretty close though.
Yeah, here, let's try it again here.
Maybe something like that.
Yep, let's try it like that.
Or that with another weight falling on top of it, some shape like that.
We could always smash it with something, yeah.
So you just gain more aggression.
Yes.
Puzzle aggression.
It's the solution to all puzzles. It's just aggression.
Aggression. Yes.
Yeah, just smashing it with a smashy thing. All right. Less length, less neck, more weight. Pour it over. Let's dump it out. All right. Let's hit it and see if we get a little enough.
That looks better though.
Enough impulse.
Yeah.
All right. And then if we just keep that. Oh. All right. So it didn't roll up onto our little.
Well, you tipped the glass over at least.
Yeah, it's a start. So we know we can get the glass over. Just pile.
But with these things, I'm always thinking there should be a pretty easy way.
Yeah.
That's why they make these puzzles, you know, to think it's going to be hard, and then there's like just with the triangle and the ball on the edge of the triangle. Basically, I think with one ball you could have done it, and that's the entire thing they do in these puzzles. Just try to make it seem very difficult, but the solution is pretty simple.
All right, let's try this then. All right, nothing's over yet. We can finish it off with that. All right, it's my weight. My counterweight is it's getting caught on it. So somehow I want the weight to be on the left hand. Here's what I want. I want to have a grip. We have to have a grip. It's the only way we can gain any purchase on the vessel, right? Somehow I want the weight to be on the left side of the neck, but still fall to the right.
Yeah, that could be a solution. Or you make a line.
I'm listening.
From the on the bottom next to the glass on either side, like the ones we were making before. But it needs to be the entire length of the glass of the open space on the bottom, left or right.
Okay.
And then at the other side, maybe the triangle technique we tried before, so that it pushes over that line.
Push it over the line.
Well, then it will tip over instead of shift the glass over to the side, you know?
Instead of sliding, yeah. We'll try that. I'm going
to I think maybe.
I'm going to smack this a little to see if I can't convince it, and then we'll try that. Because this one feels good. This one feels like this has potential. Go, you son of a bitch. Get the ball out of the glass.
Okay, you can even make rolling shapes. That opens more possibilities. Even.
Yeah. It's a game of precision if you can be precise, which of course I myself cannot. All right, let's try your approach, which is line here. All right, so it It
So that
can't
it
go
can
in.
shift over, only
Yep.
tip over. And
Yep.
yeah, keep it as low as possible. Exactly. And now,
The triangle. Big wedge.
well, you don't need the line there. It's not going to shift back there, I think.
Well, you're probably right, but I don't know.
If you push it on on the side that you don't have the line, then it, well, this should also make it
Hopefully.
tip.
Hopefully.
Maybe the triangle higher if this doesn't work enough for it.
Okay, we try that. Get a little bit more oomph.
Yeah,
Hey,
I guess.
hey. Okay. Right side.
Well, it's
Higher triangle.
or maybe not a triangle, but another shape that adds more push to the.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, maybe that high. Yeah, so that it just gets
Just
more speed before it falls.
It thwats it. It really gets after it. Okay, here we go. Hurry up. Nope. All right.
Huh.
All right. I want to try this one more time. I felt like the closest thing we had was this. At least I feel like it. It has to go to the left, but the weight has to be to the right, so it will level out. So I have to think about this. What does the shape need to look like when it's finished? Which is to say, damn near horizontal, but the weight has to be over here, but not so much that it won't fall to that side. That's not it. Okay, hold on. And we don't want to hit the wall.
Reasonable idea there.
And we're just going to need to kind of convince it that it's a reasonable idea. All right, so we don't want it too long. So we want it tilted over here with the body over here so it'll lay flat. Okay, hold on. Okay, you go there. And then you go maybe up here. And then here. And then Haikiba. Here you go. Hoi! Hoi! Alright, switch back to the towel tube idea. Alright, we'll try this one more time. We'll try the lines again. We'll ping pong back and forth.
Yeah, I'm just thinking what the best solution of tipping would be here, without causing the glass to not be flat at the end of the cycle, or causing an obstruction. So I would say start on that side and make some sort of weight that grabs it and lays it flat on its side. That's basically what they're asking for.
Yeah, just something that will help it kind of.
Something like that. Yeah, maybe a little bit over the edge even, so that it has the
tilt.
The tilt that to pull it over with it.
Okay, so is there maybe is that maybe what we want to try to have over here? So it's just maybe
that, yeah, that's a good idea. But this will still shift it to the side now.
It might.
I know what you mean to do, but it probably will just shift it unless it's like really
tight,
really fast and heavy.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
So here and here.
Oh, yeah. Maybe like if it just starts tipping slowly, then yep. But the weight needs to be more over the right side of the glass rim, I think, before the gravity gets a chance to take it down.
All right. Let's try it a little bit like that. Fucking hell. The most disheartening thing is to be like, all right, rewind it and start again. But I guess that's basically the game, isn't it? It's the whole point.
Yeah. This is an interesting one, though. I don't see the solution right away here. And I'm still feeling like there's something obvious
that we're not picking up on.
Yep.
You might be right. Let's see here. All right, I'll put a little bit more weight on this side so it has that kind of initiative to go to the side. I got it to move so much more before with, I feel like, a smaller weight than that. Is it the angle?
Let me think.
Might be the angle. I'm going to go a little bit more extreme. And then the weight over here. And then I don't know why he started to move.
Oh yeah, now that's a thing as well. Yep. I see what you're trying to do. That may be a solution if you get the
Let me see something.
turning space.
I want to say that
enough.
I've done this exact puzzle before. So, but I don't know if they could see what I did last time. I don't know if I could see my solutions. All right, so primary 1. Here are all the different types of puzzles. I feel like I took the ball out of the cup before. So this is, I didn't do it in primary 1. Primary 2. Nope. Primary 3.
Oh, it's a bunch of puzzles. Yep.
Yeah, there's, like I said, I think they said there's 1,200. Tertiary. Like this one, you get this where make the sumo wrestler touch the ground. He's like on a little springy thing, right?
Oh, yep. Just weight on top of it. Yep.
Quaternary, the balloon, right? So the puzzles really get after it. Make the blue ball will shrink when it's touched, right? So this is like a new behavior that exists. But I could swear I've taken a ball out of a glass.
Yeah.
And I don't know where it was. I guess, like I said, I don't think I can see my old solutions, right, to know what I did. Or, here's the other potential. I remember seeing the puzzle, but I actually never solved it. Which is...
yeah, that's possible. I'm just thinking about that shape. My initial thought is tipping it over.
Yep.
Another one would be launching it, or like giving it that much force that it has to tip over.
Yeah.
But how?
Especially considering we don't care where the ball goes. It'd just be like...
let me see. Can you make like a...
You can always penis smash it. So like if you just want to send something flying in this game, the fulcrum is kind of the key, is the height of the fulcrum. You don't want it to be too high, otherwise you're not going to be able to get enough mechanical advantage.
Oh, wait.
But you can just kind of do like this. I don't know if it's going to come out, but... And then that'll stay. And then you just go...
Oh, like that, yeah.
And just
then make the weight fall on it, maybe, yeah.
Like in theory, like that. I don't know. So here's what we're going to do, Taltube. We're going to go ahead and think about this because I actually got to get to work. So...
Yeah,
try and puzzle it out. Check it out, though. Like I said, Q Remastered. It's actually a pretty good little game. I do recommend it.
Yep. I think I'll have to think about this as well.
Yep.
But maybe some something pushing from the side. If you can make a mechanic like that work.
Yep.
Like something falling down, making a line push out to the side, and then it'll have to fall over with that flat line on the ground, for example. So,
yep.
Yeah. That's probably what they are after.
But in the meantime, our combined IQ is 93, so congratulations. We are, in fact, a meathead. So we got that going for us. So, yes, we're going to do it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Take a break here, and
right.
You have a nice day. Catch you later then.
You too. Thanks, Taltube.
All right.
All right, there you go. So that's it. Thank you again, as always, Taltube, hero of the stream, coming through and help us out. That'll be it. We'll have to wrap up. Like I say, I got to go to work. So the real Mighty Python, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for chatting. Taltube, thank you so much for stopping by and helping me solve some of these. I don't think I would have got that one without you. So you're the real hero here. We'll finish. Yeah, we did finish a couple. To everyone else who's watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys watching me play video games. You didn't have to watch me play video games. You could play video games yourself. You could have done something utterly unrelated to video games. You could have watched a movie. You could have watched... What haven't I done yet? Three Outlaw Samurai, a wonderful samurai film available through Criterion Collection. It's a samurai movie. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about it other than it's an excellent example of a samurai movie. Three Outlaw Samurai, you know, it's available in modern formats. Check it out. But you didn't. You didn't watch Three Outlaw Samurai. You watched me play video games. I may never understand the decision to do so, but I appreciate you making it. To everyone not watching me, I'd like to thank you for not watching me, because I appreciate when people don't watch me, because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Let's go ahead. Paperweight's still streaming, so we'll send everyone over to him, and I'll go to fuck to work. Hope everyone has a good day. Peace out and deuces. Be well.